Hey, well, good evening, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the Wyoming house, and it is Thursday evening and time for another fireside chat. The sun's gone down. We had a great day today. We were, it was mainly an office day this morning. Then we went downtown, and Sean coming in tomorrow. Sean comes in tomorrow night about 9 o'clock. So he needed some groceries brought in, and he wants to do some cooking while he's here. So I got all the ingredients. So the grocery shopping's done. We're kind of ready for Sean to show up, but he doesn't even land till like 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So by the time we get him through the airport and home, it'll be almost 10. I was able to get some nice shots today for you. So we've got a couple of really nice elk video coming out of the town of Jackson, heading north towards the house. And then I actually stopped at probably the most famous spot. It's a big Grand Teton sign with the Tetons behind it, and the sun was starting to go down behind him, and it looked pretty good. So I stopped and took a video there. So I got 3 videos to follow here. And really, I guess that's it for the beginning. So I don't have too much for you tonight. But so many people have reacted to the fast and asked questions and want to talk about it. So I thought I'd get talk. I guess today would be a fast talk. So day 13 is behind us. We've clicked into day 14. We're a few hours into day 14. So by the time Sean gets here, we'll actually have clicked through day 14 and be starting day 15. So at that point, I'll have really met my objective to have fasted for 2 weeks straight. I'd like to capture the 15th day if I can, but it really depends on what Sean wants to do Saturday. If he wants to eat breakfast downtown, I'm going to go in and eat breakfast with him. So I'll break the fast carefully. It'll be something simple. It'll be a couple eggs and a side of bacon or something like that. It's not going to be a crazy meal. And then Saturday night will be steaks for dinner or something like that. So to break it will be pretty easy. If I can hold off and break it Saturday night for dinner, that would be awesome. But it's really kind of up to what my boy wants to do. So several people ask what I've been drinking or taking as vitamin supplements or anything through these last 13 days. So I wanted to show you something real quick. So basically I drink 3 quarts of water. This is it. This is actually what I drink. I drink 3 of these a day. 1 right when I get up in the morning, and 1 like 11 or 12 o'clock, and then 1 early to mid-afternoon. I try not to drink a quart of water in the evening because this means you got to get up and pee a lot during the night. But the key thing is to add something to it. Your body needs, some people say electrolytes, but you basically need some sort of salt. And so this is what I put in it. I put 1/4 of a teaspoon of Redmond's real salt. Not coming through real well on the camera, but it says Redmond's real salt. 1/4 or 1/8 of a teaspoon in each quart brings enough salt into my body, because this is not salt. It's really mineral salt, so it's not refined. Sodium chloride is not Morton's salt or anything like that. It's much better for you. So anyway, that gives me just 1/4 to 1/8 of a teaspoon in each quart 3 times a day. It gives me enough for my body to feel fine. And that's it. I drink 2 cups of black coffee in the morning with my quart of water, and then the other 2 quarts, and that's really it. The only thing else I've put in my mouth is occasionally every 2 or 3 days I feel like I need something else towards the end of the day, and so I drink 1/3 or half of a very small Gatorade, and that's really it. And that's for the last 13 days. So I don't really know what else to tell you. So if you guys have fast questions, I really didn't expect the fast to be such a thing that got commented on or questions about, or I didn't mean to inspire anybody to start one, but a lot of people have. So that's pretty cool. I just didn't see that coming. But if you do have questions or anything else, if there's any way I can help you, if you choose to do it, you don't have to go after a 15-day fast. That's probably kind of moronic, actually. But even a 24-hour, if you eat dinner, let's say you eat dinner and finish up, take your last calorie in at 6 p.m. on on say tomorrow, Friday night, and then you don't eat again until 6 o'clock. Or actually, what I would recommend is go to bed Saturday night without having eaten anything. By the time you get up Sunday morning, you've had a 30-hour fast. I think that's a great way to start. A 2-day fast, is good. And then the real benefits kick in that 3, 4, 5-day range. And that's where you start breaking habits. A lot of people say I couldn't do it, and that's fine. But we really should analyze why we couldn't do it. And I don't really care if you do one or not. That's not the point. But if the reason you can't do it is just have this emotional attachment to eating 3 times a day or whatever it is, it's a good thing. It's a good way to try to break it. And then you can add food back into your life the next day. Even if you only do a 24 or 30-hour fast, you can choose what to add back into your life and when. So it's usually a question like starting hopefully Saturday afternoon or evening. I'm going to need to be very careful about what I choose to eat and why I choose to eat it, how often I choose to eat. I'll add things very slowly back into my life. And then Sean flies out Monday afternoon, and I may go, that'll give me a Saturday dinner, Sunday dinner, and probably Monday brunch. And after those 3 meals, I may put another 7 or 10 day fast on the end of that. So it'd be 15 days, 3 days of eating, and then another 10 days of fasting. That would be a pretty good trip out here. Anyway, I guess the other thing to talk about is why am I fasting? And it's not really for religious or moral reasons. I'm not a fat guy, and I felt like I had encased myself in a fat guy body over the last, particularly over the last 4 months. I'd made terrible eating decisions. So 4 years ago, I did a strict keto, and after about 6 weeks, I dropped about 43 pounds. And I'd like to mimic that, maybe drop 50 pounds this time. So my fighting weight is supposed to be 180 if you believe the medical charts. And so that would be a goal. I don't know where I was when I started this, and I don't know where I am today. The number's not the point just yet. I'm just trying to reestablish my relationship with food as something that needs to be fuel instead of just something that's emotional or social. That's the other problem. And I'll face that when I get home. When I get home, I have a social situation. I have to figure out how can I keep this going and still be social with my wife and friends and family. But I'll deal with that when I get home. So that's why I'm doing it. Like I said, day 13 is in the books. Day 14 has started. A little bit of mineral or sea salt in your water to keep your body running right, because you need that sodium in your body to have electrical impulses work right, so you'll start feeling poorly. I started feeling poorly after about 3 or 4 days, and it was actually Potter Piper said you should try some Redmonds, and I have it. I use it every day, so I put it in the water, and it made me feel good. I'm a little low of energy. We're still doing 4-mile walks every day, so my body's a little bit tired, and we're at 8,000 feet, so my lungs are still trying to get used to it. But other than that, I feel good. So that's something about the fast. There's not much else I can say. It's pretty basic. So I'm going to take you through a series of videos, and let's see, I'll be back in a minute. Before I send you off in the videos, one of my dogs, Chance at home, turned 10 today, and Amory sent me a great picture. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up. Put that up here. You see Chance as he turns 10 today. And now I'll send you into a series of 3 videos, one from that most classic Teton sign, and then 2 elk video, and then we will call it for the day. Talk to you later, guys. We will, tomorrow's Freedom Friday, and we will be participating. Talk to you tomorrow, guys. Okay, guys, here's sort of the classic shot. So you're coming out of Jackson Hole, headed north. You're headed towards Yellowstone. So just about everyone stops and get this picture. Everyone wants their picture here, and then there's the Tetons right there for you. Just looking across the valley. Getting close to sunset in another hour or so. And there's one other thing I want to show you completely on the opposite side of the valley is this guy, and it's called the Sleeping Indian. See the nose there to the right and the belly to the left. You know, there's two iconic looks here in Jackson. So I show you some elk up close. They got collars on some of them. There's actually more back here. You got one really close to the side of the road here. This lady's too happy with me being here.